Hey, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens, and we got a challenge for Crow1176, aka Fernando Gonzalez. All right, so what I'm going to be requesting from you, you went on to this whole rant and crying brigade of talking about, oh, he doesn't have the real Cinemax. It's fake. It's not real. The labels were copied, this, that, and the other. All right, so the product you saying was fake, right? I'm a fake. The products we have is fake. None of this is real. This is not your stuff at the end of the day. Well, buddy boy, we'll give you a chance to back it up. So, if the product that I had in the container was fake and it's not your product at the end of the day, then you should have no problem backing it up. What I mean by back it up, I want you to do the same demonstration I'm doing here. Now, you said that the Cinemax has the ability to blend into black screens. It produces the same contrast levels as a black screen. That's what you said, right? So if that being the case, then you should have no problem doing the demonstration I'm doing right now. Then this is a dark gamer. It's actually a very, very dark screen, almost near black, but it's black. Anyway, so the dark gamer is producing an amazing contrast level, fully lit environment, maxed out zone, as you can see. Oh, wait, I forgot to show the meter. My bad. Sorry about that. Here's the meter right there. His meter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and couldn't keep her. I love that one right there. So right there, there's the meter. Boom. Maxed out. Turn it off. Boom. Maxed out, turn it on. There we go. Let's see, turn off the last one. I think I did. Now, if you claim, as you said, that the product that we have here, the Cinemax, right there, the big one in the middle, is not your product, or the personal mix, or the Metallica mix, none of those are your products, you should be able to do the same demonstration I'm doing here. Now, keep in mind, it's not going to be a standalone for you, Skippy. It's going to be a little harder than that. Go out and get yourself some flat black paint. Now, at the end of the day, we know flat black paint can't pull a white level, but it sure enough can pull a heavy contrast level, and that's what you're going to have to do. Make sure you get a big size screen. Don't get a small one. Get a good size one. Your screen's about 4 feet by 7 feet. Has to be about 4 feet. Get a good size one so we can see the difference. And I want you to take that Cinemax. I want you to put on this goldfish and the woman with the black makeup, and I want you to do that in a meter max out zone, which means you're going to have a ton of light in that environment to get that meter to come down to 1 to pretty much max out. Now he has the same meter I had, so it shouldn't be a problem whatsoever for him to do the demonstration. But as I said before, you're going to have to back it up. So if you're saying this is not our product, this is not your product at the end of the day, if you're saying that I faked the entire demonstration, I'm a complete fake at the end of the day, then guess what? You got to do more than cry about freaking labels at the end of the day, Cindy. You're going to have to back it up. You're going to have to show me at the end of the day, and everybody else on YouTube, that you're going to have to do this demonstration. Now, you said the Cinemax pulls a contrast level equal to a black screen, and what we have here is not pulling a contrast level equal to a black screen, then that's what you're going to have to do. Do the demonstration, show that black paint next to it, and blend right into it and see exactly if your product does exactly what it's supposed to do. Now, if he chooses to skip this, ignore this, or do something completely different, not show up on YouTube, stuff he usually likes to do reviews on video games, toys, food, whatever it may be, anything to avoid the demonstration, clearly shows at the end of the day, we have his products over here. Just like we got your Metallica, just like we got your Personal, just like we got your UV, and just like we got your Cinemax, we got your product over here. And at the end of the day, you can't back it up. And while you're in there, how about you throw that tablecloth in there too? Because I would really like to see that one done. But anyway, let's see if you can get it done, Crow. Tomorrow. We're going to forget about everything else. Tomorrow, we just want that one particularly done. I'll put the rules at the bottom. Again, remember, you got to be like, what's that, the screen paint we have to do? It has to do the black and white screen paint has to be 13 feet from the screen. I think that's the one right there. Yeah. 13 feet. Yeah, you're going to have to be 13 feet from the screen. 12 to 13 feet from the screen. Same rules, but same thing. Same rules. Yeah, 13 to 14 feet away. Yeah, it's 14 feet. You get to 13, 12 to 13. 12 to 13 feet from the screen. That's what we need. You can't be up on total screen to look at the difference. No, we don't want to see a bump, a hiccup between night and day. And the reason why we're choosing for you to get 100% black paint, because we don't want a gray product. We don't want you making something and saying, look, it matches, and the paint's not actually black, it's gray. Don't do that dumb nonsense in the day. Get actual black paint. As a matter of fact, we want something fresh, new from Home Depot or Lowe's. Pop that lid, pour it out, and let's see if it's actually black, okay? At the end of the day. All right, so let's see tomorrow if he can back up his product. If not, like I said, at the end of the day, we got your products. And your products don't work at all, Jack for Jack. But I'm giving you a chance to back it up. So let's see if Jamie Fernando, or Fernando Gonzalez, aka his YouTube channel is Crows1176. Like I said, has a bad habit of lying and then embellishing the truth about his products, saying they do all these particular things, but at the end of the day, everything we had over here matched basic, simple black and white paint over his YouTube tutorial video showing you how to make the product out of black and white paint. It matched the tablecloth, and on top of that, at the end of the day, it doesn't produce contrast in any way whatsoever. Oh, let's grab the other demonstration too, which we need you to do too. We need, let's throw a Starfield in there while we're at it. There we go. We'll have to do that one too. And we are going to need this one. Let's see, try to chew people a little hungry here. We need that Starfield, the goldfish. I'll put the links at the bottom and get them all that. And we need this one. Yeah, this one right here. I hope you didn't do this with the lights out. I really hope you didn't do this demonstration with the lights out on your channel, because now you're going to have to do this tomorrow with the lights on. And the meter has to be maxed out, which means, like I said, you're going to have to either have a high power fluorescent light like I have in my area right here, or you're really going to have to open up that area to get a meter like that to lay on the floor to max out. It's going to be bright in that environment. But I'm pretty sure you can get it done. We want this tomorrow too. Now, like I said, I'm giving you the opportunity to prove me as a fake. I'm giving you the opportunity. It's right there. I'm handing it to you on a silver platter. Can you back up your products? Because I can back mine up. And if you can't back it up, Crow, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Your paint is nothing more than black and white house paint. The same paint that you had on your tutorial video way back when you were giving your products away for free. But you decide to sell them and steal from your customers. Also, this would explain the multiple cancellations that we got from you. Probably more to go. Because we're going to make sure that anytime we get your product down here, you're not on channel screaming like a Barbie doll, talking about, oh, it's not my product, it's not my product. No. If it's not your product, then you show us it's not your product. You do the same demonstration here. Just keep in mind, you made the accusations that your products can produce images equal to a black screen. Well, let's see it. Not in the dark, buddy boy. Max it out. And don't forget that flat black paint while you're at it. You want it brand new. I want it in a container. I'm going to make sure you're not mixing any gray paint into it, so you can actually fake your levels. Well, good luck, buddy boy, because you're definitely going to need it. You're going to have to back this one. This is going to be a pretty hard one for you. But I was like, why do you keep giving this guy challenges you know he can't do? He keeps writing the checks. I just keep cashing them. I want to make it extremely hard for you. How about this? How about tomorrow you show us a all-black screensaver while you're at it? All-black screensaver. I want this one also too in the maxed out zone. There you go. Now I just made it extremely impossible for you. So you said your product blends into black screens, right? Like you said. Then you should have no problem pulling this off. Oh, well, with that being done, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Like I said, he's not going to do it at all. We already know that from the door. He's not going to do it. There's no way. It's virtually impossible. Just as it's virtually impossible, we tell him to make those screen paint products 2, 3, 4, and 5, and put that against his product at 13 feet back and show a difference between night and day. He's not going to do that crap. At the end of the day, he can't. He's losing money already as it is. He's already hemorrhaging as it is. He's losing. People ain't buying from him at the end of the day. I'm not trying to be rude here at the end of the day, but your website, ma'am, I've been telling you this about your website for the longest time, since last year. Your website looks pretty bad. Look, a 5-year-old just went through that bad boy. Misspellings, runoff on sentences, and all that stuff. You got 2 different forms of freaking policies for returns. You got one thing going off on your eBay account that doesn't match up. It's all kinds of craziness going on. Your site looks like a scam site at the end of the day. It just does. So you're gonna have to back it up. And that tablecloth is doing you ugly, because them tablecloths, every time I go in there trying to get one of those tablecloths, either they're out of stock, or at the end of the day, I gotta wait for a certain amount of time before it comes in stock, or I find another person that may have that tablecloth. So I'm gonna have to buy a couple of tablecloths for myself, because your customers are definitely going there and buying them. And those who pretty much already have your product, keep in mind, at the end of the day, I can be a bit of an annoying individual at the end of the day. I can admit that. But for me to keep saying the same thing over and over and over again, it's going to cause your customers to go buy the product to shut me up. And that's what I'm hoping that they'll do. They're like, man, I'm tired of hearing this guy's mouth. I'm going to shut him up and prove that he's wrong. And I'm going to do the demonstration and show. And then they're going to buy that product, get it home, and find out that it matches. That's why you put that special policy in there. You never had a policy like that. I've never seen a policy saying that if a product lands on the property, it automatically is yours. You put that in there to make sure that you keep that money. That's why you put it in there. I've never seen you. I can go back to my videos, all the videos I've recorded on you, and I can show clearly you've never had a statement like that. Now, you had the statement if you open up the product, you've had that on there before, yeah. But never, once it lands on your doorstep, I've never heard of anybody ever having a policy like that. Never, not even on wish lists. You don't know half the stuff you're getting off that site. No one has a policy like that. You mean to tell me that the minute it lands on your property, it's yours and you can't return it, equal exchange, nothing? So if those containers come there, like I said, half a paint, they bust open in the process, paint's leaking all inside the box, it's yours at the end of the day, and there's nothing you can do about it. No, that you put that policy in there just in case if someone buys your product and they test it against a tablecloth, or they put some black and white paint together, the same thing we got, and they find out it matches, this is a way for you to keep the product at the end of the day. What are you going to exchange it with? All your stuff does the same thing. Literally in your demonstrations, I don't know why, no one even saw this. In your own demonstrations where you put your screen paints against each other, they match. They definitely match. They're only off by one little slight bump, that's it. Who the freak's going to see it at 13 feet back? And you said, see the difference right here? It's a slight little bump. No one's going to recognize the difference in that. Right now, I'm playing a black screensaver. Your product is not picking up on a black screensaver right now. You think my projector's off? No, my projector's actually on. See? I got a black screensaver playing in the background. This screen don't pick up. That's what I mean, Crow. The difference between night and day. But your stuff doesn't, even your own stuff blends together. So what are you going to exchange it for? You're going to exchange it for the same crap you just gave it to begin with? Just a darker version of it or a lighter version of it? Yeah, okay. Look at your products. They're all 3 different paints. We got Personal, Cinemax, and Metallica. They all look the same. How do you explain that freaking nonsense? They all react the same way too. I'll grab something funny here. See? Simple color display. You can't even read color. All your screens react the same way. They all pick up the same faded color. So what are you going to exchange it out for? You're going to exchange it. Literally, you couldn't even put an exchange policy. It'd be it would be useless to have it on your website. You're going to exchange it for a product that basically at the end of the day does the same thing as the next screen. How does that even work? Like I said, I got some great paint coming through tomorrow. I bought 3 different colors of great primer coming through from Sherwin-Williams. I'm just curious, what would happen if I just put no black paint in? I'm going to put no black paint, no glitter, nothing, just straight gray paint, and see how close I come to matching one of your screens. And if that's the case, that's going to be pretty bad. That's going to be extremely bad. You know why? Because at the end of the day, it's going to get to a point where he's going to get so lazy. Mind you, he's so lazy. I've been telling him to correct the spelling in his website for the longest time. He's too lazy to do that. Usually when you're scamming people, you're not going to really put much effort into a site at all at the end of the day. You just want something there for the time being to just collect the money. That's it. That's why I said at the end of the day, I don't really believe that Partey's scamming people. I think he's talking a whole bunch of bull crap at the end of the day. That's pretty much what it is. But I don't think technically he's scamming anybody. Now, Crow, on the other hand, he's scamming people. His website just has, it's a dummy site. It looks like a downright dummy site. And if you were dumb enough to slide a credit card to that bad boy and purchase that, at the end of the day, you got what you deserved. And we've been telling him he's got misaired. He don't care at the end of the day. Why would he care? He's taking your money at the end of the day. But Partey, I don't believe he's scamming people. I think Partey is trying to, he's friends with Crow, but he doesn't want to be affiliated with Crow in a certain way. And I'll tell you why. Because I think both their products match. I do. We got Partey's product down here. I bet you it matched. It'll definitely match. The reason why Partey's product is a little thinner than Crow Partey's because he put distilled water in it. What do you think what happens if you put water into paint? It thins it out. But I think he was talking about the polymers separate and all that other bullcrap nonsense. Let me show you something, Dr. Doolittle. You see this right here? This is paint with water in it. See how it separates? So if you get the product here, as he says, and it separates, that's because it's a delivery system. What the freak is a delivery system in paint? I used to be a painter. So what do you mean by, why do you put water in paint? What does water in paint, why is that? He said a delivery system. What the freak is a delivery system? Please explain that to me. Because what happens is the water is not supposed to be in here with the paint at all, period. That's why it causes it to separate. That's why he says when you get it, you're going to see some separation, so and so and so. The water is there to serve as a delivery system. Delivery system for what? It was never meant to have water in to begin with. Now, if I go to shake that up, it all combines together. See that? Nice and neat, no problem, so and so and so. There you go, see? See that? But if I let that sit there for about a day, it separates. That's why he said when the product gets to you, it's going to be separated. Yeah, because you put water in it. That's why it's thin. That's why it wouldn't take to the surface. I have never heard in my entire life somebody saying, hey, when you paint that wall, make sure you soak the wall first to saturate it before you paint it. Isn't the wall going to be wet when you start painting it anyway? Ugh, my goodness. Between you two is something else, boy. Dito D and Dito Dong. My goodness. Like I said, at the end of the day, I don't think he's scamming people. I think he just wants to be separated from Crow. So that's why it comes up with this real complicated instructions, which he trips over multiple times. And then your instructions don't add up to the timeline of the videos when you launch them. Mind you, you said 7 days, right, in your video. One of your videos shows the 13th, one shows the 12th. If you did the paint demonstration on the 13th, your next video loading up should have been on the 20th of August. That doesn't make any sense. That means your screen didn't take 7 days to dry. You just threw that in there to make your product sound complicated so you can separate yourself from Crow at the end of the day. So Crow said, oh, no, we have different products. Mine is a building system. It's not a paint. Oh, it's a paint. It's a paint with water in it. That's what it is at the end of the day. But it's not a paint. It's a system. It's an optimized system. It builds itself. There you go. So you're separating yourself away from Crow. And your product's a little thinner than Crow because it has water in it. Like we have over there in that container over there. Well, Crow's product at the end of the day is nothing more than black and white paint. Because he can't back it up. We've been asking for the longest time. Including the tablecloth on top of that. And he still can't back that up either. And then at the end of the day, all your products match the same way. Especially when he did that video, he took the tops off of his paints. He was showing us different mixes. And if you notice that they're only off by a couple of shades, they're only off by a couple of teaspoons of black paint. There you go. Yep. There you go. Told you. Where are you seeing the difference at? Where is the difference between, he did the personal and he did the Metallica mix side by side on one of his videos. Where do you see the difference? You don't see a difference, do you? They all look the same. Each one of those are made different. These are his products right there. You're scamming people at the end of the day, buddy. Let's get that tablecloth you guys are afraid of. Terrified of the tablecloth. The supreme tablecloth. Fear the tablecloth. Oh, hail to the tablecloth. Look at the tablecloth. product is doing the exact same thing that the tablecloth is doing. It matches a tablecloth. That's why I said, if any of you Crow boys ever come in here talking about his products, I'm going to laugh in your face. I'm going to laugh in your face at the end of the day. Oh, yeah? You got it. And his screen paint does this and does that and so and so and so. And it looks amazing. It's incredible. Oh, so does my $21 tablecloth, too. How much did you pay for yours? Oh, $80? Yeah. I paid $21 for mine. Yep. I ain't even had to paint it. It's ultra short throw compatible. It's stretchable, wrinkle free. And when I get done with it, I can use it as a tablecloth. And you know what the plus side of it is? All the food that I eat off it is in high definition. You ever had high definition donuts? They're freaking amazing. Oh my goodness. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh, I swear sometimes, I swear. Let me tell you something, people. I've been in business for a long time, man. A very long time. And I've seen their kind a dime a dozen. I've seen them on AVS forums, blah, 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 blah. Overhyping stuff over and over again. At the end of the day, it's all the same thing. They're a dime a dozen. We're going to call them basically pass on and do something else dumber than what they already are doing. There'll be somebody else doing the same dumb thing they'll be doing. Just because somebody can actually back their product in the day, that'd be kind of nice. And that would be a kind of person that I would basically put money into to sponsor. But those jokers that somebody said, why don't you two work together? Please. Are you kidding me? Work with that joker? I would never tarnish my name with them two jokers at the end of the day. And neither one of them can back up Jack. That's the funniest thing ever. Oh, please. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm going to go watch some TV. I got a Western I want to go watch right now. I'm going to watch some. I have a Clint Eastwood marathon. That is just sad. Look at that. Tablecloth. Freaking tablecloth. Yeah, you guys come in here talking about, yeah, it's probably, yeah, it's the best. It's the best. It's better than the rest. It does it all, man. It's that. Guess what? That tablecloth is 4K too. It does 4K. It does 720p. Does it all. Oh man, I'm gonna buy me a 4K projector just for this. Where's my money on a 4K projector? So I can call it the 4K tablecloth. Man. All right, let's see fun. Let's do a color pattern change out on this one. Let's have some fun with this. Look at this. That is a sack. Oh, that's bad. You're going to argue. Let me get this straight. You're going to argue about the Cinemax. What about the rest of your products up there? What about them too? How come they're matching the tablecloth at the end of the day? Oh, my goodness. I couldn't make this up if I wanted to. Hey, you guys, I'll give you one thing, man. You guys are entertaining. I'll give you that much. You are entertaining. Man. The 4K tablecloth. I wonder if I put this box of Captain Crunch up there, I wonder if it would taste like what's in 4K. I wonder. Oh, the commercial for this would be hilarious. It'd be, I can see it on a QVC commercial right now. An info commercial, like 3 o'clock at night. You got a family out there about to go barbecue. They're ready to set up the screen. Somebody forgets the screen. They go into a frantic, what are we going to do? They forgot the screen. We can't watch any movies about the screen. Oh, well, we have the tablecloth. The 4K tablecloth. We can take it off and we can use it. It's a tablecloth. And the guy comes up out of a corner like the Twilight Zone and says, yes, you heard him. It's a tablecloth and a projection screen. And all your food, get this, tastes in 4K high definition. That'd be a perfect commercial. I have to pay someone to do that for me. High definition 4K food. Are you tired of 720 food? Are you tired of 420p to 480p? French fries, step it up. Step it up to 4K. You can think about it. You can get a projector. Oh, we gotta do this one. I got it. Something just flashed in my head, and it's a pretty bad one. I'm gonna basically do a tabletop projection. With that projector, I'm gonna set up a table. We got a table out back, don't we? Yes, we do. I got a table out back. Oh, Crow, this is gonna be embarrassing, man. I gotta do it. I'm sorry. I gotta do it. I can't pass this up. I'd be an idiot to pass this up. I'm gonna get me a table. I'm gonna set my projector up on it. I'm gonna eat food off the table while I display this tablecloth blending into one of your screens. It's going to be pretty embarrassing, but it has to be done. I'm sorry. It has to be done. I can't pass that out. I got to put that on ABS forums right away. That I can't pass. That's got to be a good one. That is definitely a good one. Tablecloth and projection screen all in one. That'd be a good marketing piece, too, to tell you the truth at the end of the day. What else am I going to do? I'm going to take your label. Remind you, you messed up. I told you not to touch that label at the end of the day. Don't touch it. It was a joke label. But you touched it anyway. You put your name on it. So that's what we're going to use for the label for that tablecloth. I'm going to get me a table outside tomorrow. Get one out tomorrow. I'm going to prepare it. Got a little hole in it for something else I was doing with it. We're going to take the projector, put up there. I'm going to project an image on top of it. No. We got the tablecloth upstairs. Do the table upstairs. Take a picture upstairs. We do it on the big table upstairs. I have a big enough screen. And I'm going to eat and basically have a bowl of cereal for breakfast in the morning while I use Crow's tablecloth 4K projection screen. And before you guys go into a rant like, oh, you can't use his name yet. First of all, it's not copyright. I can't use it. Number two, at the end of the day, he put his name on the label. No one told him to do that. I clearly told him it was a joke label. Don't put your name on it. And he did it anyway. He even sent me a message in his live stream saying, and I got the recording of it, saying that he's going to put it on his product line. He even put it on his eBay account. Until we were laughing about it, and then he took it off. So too late, you put your name on there. Now it's mine. I'm going to use it. We're going to make a Crow. We're going to make the name. We got the Crow house paint mix. But this is going to be the Crow 4K tablecloth projection screen. That's what we're going to do. We'll set it up. We'll set the projector up, get me a bowl of cereal and everything at the table, and I'm going to eat. That's what I'm going to do. Put my camera over top, so I can do the whole recording over top. Yep. Well, if you feel that I'm wrong for doing this, I mean, have him back the product up. Show that I'm wrong. Show at the end of the day, this product doesn't match the tablecloth. That's all he's got to do. All right, I'm out of here. I got things to do. Gotta go. Till then, we got that Crow high definition tablecloth. High definition tablecloth 4K. This is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I can't wait for my brain to get here. That's what I can't wait for it to get here. All right. Fernando Gonzalez. You got to back this up tomorrow. Prove that I'm a fake. I think that should have motivated you right there. Prove that I'm a fake. Prove that I'm a phony. I want you to take your Cinemax tomorrow. I want you to do this demonstration on the contrast levels only on display and show that your product does something different completely from what I showed in the video. That you're going to be able to produce a contrast level equal to a black screen. Don't forget to go pop over to Home Depot or Lowe's, wherever it's close enough to you, and get yourself some flat black paint. All right? Paint that up real nicely so we can see that demonstration. And you got to have a meter. Keep in mind, the meter is going to have to be on the floor. Can't be sitting up on the table or shelves or none of that stuff at all, period. Make sure it maxes out. That's what you're going to have to do. A long time. Next time you decide to make another screen paint, well, if you make another screen paint lineup, you're going to have a problem with that too, because we're going to request the same test with those two. Because at the end of the day, you should. That's what you're going to do from now on. From now on, because you have a video. Now, it'd be different at the end of the day. Say that, okay, we made the black and white paint products, but we didn't. Crow has an actual video, and you all saw it, of him making paint using black and white paint. That's what he's using to do the tutorial videos with. And that's how we made your products. We just use your black and white paint products. That's it. Use the same tutorial video. That's where we got 2, 3, 4, and 5 from. If you think I'm basically wrong and that's not your product, at the end of the day, your product's not black and white paint, and that's not part of your tutorial, then just do the demonstration. So I forgot you got that to do too, so we're not skipping that too. But tomorrow I want to see this one done. So let's see, back it up. And I'm hoping your customers join in on this too. If you're Crow's customers, join in on this. Come on. Prove me wrong. I'm a fake, right? That's what I am. I'm a fake. So do the demonstrations. I love challenging you guys some more. You're so fun. Let's get out of here real quick. I got things to do. And I gave you the opportunity. And like I said, your customers have been going out and buying those. We know they've been buying them. And I'm pretty sure they've been doing the testing. And I'm pretty sure they found out the same thing I found out. Because at the end of the day, if one of them were to do something different, I would have a slew of emails in my account with all these little links to YouTube. They'd be all over the internet, wouldn't it? There'd be tons of them. I can't find one. So they got home and they looked at that and they were like, oh, what the freak? He's right. And they probably try to go file a complaint against you. That's why you hid your category under your eBay listing, because it doesn't show up on everybody else's. It shows up under Crow Paint. And that's why when you click on your YouTube channel, it brings you to a blank page and you have to click over the videos for your products to pop up. Yeah. And that's why you have that policy on your website. The minute the product lands on your property, it's yours. You're protecting yourself. At the end of the day, you're getting complaints. And that's why when I popped up on your channel, your YouTube, popped up on your internet, not internet, your whatchamacallit, your friggin' website, usually you come up there with a whole bunch of insults and curse words and everything, but you didn't pop up one time. Yep, that just shows you at the end of the day, your customers are lashing out at you. And judging by the emails you've been receiving from you with the rants and the raving and all that stuff, you've been screaming and yelling and cursing and all that, it just shows at the end of the day that they're really, really, really getting to you. Good luck with that. Next time you design a screen paint product, do your testing at the end of the day. And you don't have people like me that are not going to basically ridicule your stuff at the end of the day. That's the part that people like Crow don't understand. You can't cut corners in this business. You can't. You can't, because the minute a company finds out your weak spots, they're going to pounce on you just like that. You have to be thorough. You have to be by the book. But not only by that, you have to be doing it for yourself. At the end of the day, I'll buy somebody's sample sheets because I'm curious today how many screens my screen can beat at the end of the day. I like the challenge. Not only for my customers, for myself. You should challenge your own work. If you're cutting corners and you're just taking money for the sake of just taking people's money at the end of the day, then guess what? You're going to have somebody like me that's going to pop up on your doorstep, and I'm going to test your stuff at the end of the day, especially if you're running your mouth. So either you back it up or you shut it up. And that's what happened. You don't like people like me at the end of the day. People like me ask a lot of questions. You like those customers that don't know jack and don't know what they're buying at the end of the day. Those are the ones you can take from. Those are the ones you take advantage of. But customers like me, you don't want to do business with me. That's why we got all your cancel orders over here. I'm going to go watch some good, bad, ugly, whatever it is, and watch Clean Eastwood shoot up a whole bunch of people, which I love to see him do. I love Clean Eastwood. Amazing actor. Amazing actor. Watch some of his movies. Dirty Harry and Charles Bronson. The Magnificent Seven. It's a good Western movies, man. All right, Crow. You got your work cut out for you. Let's see if you can back it up. Gotta go.